Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! All right, people. How you guys doing? Welcome to Tim Black at Night. I was thinking, number 11. Let me give a big shout out to everybody on Facebook. Facebook, make some noise. Facebook, my friends, glad you can make it tonight. Let me give a big shout out to my people out there in YouTube world. YouTube, make some noise. It's so great having you guys show up for me, man. I appreciate you. Sorry, I've been running a little bit late. Pumped out a lot of content today. It's been a very busy day, guys. You know, some of you're at work all day. The news cycle is just crazy, and I'm just trying to keep up. So thank you so much, guys, for having patience and recognizing that I do my best. I'm a one-man show. I wear many hats, and I just got to keep it going. But don't feel bad for me. Not at all. I choose to work hard because I want a lot, and I expect a lot of myself. So, woo! Tonight's going to be kind of on fire. All right, so I hope that you're okay with that, because that's exactly what I got for you tonight, some fire for you, because today has been a day of eye-opening proportions. What's going on? The title of this show tonight, I was thinking, the theme of it is, are you woke or are you still asleep? All right? Are you woke or are you still asleep? That's the title of the show. And the reason why I named it that is because I'm not so sure that everybody's woke. Nah, man. I'm sorry, I got to admit it, man. I'm not so sure everyone is woke. All right? I think some of us who think we are awake, you know how when you wake up, when you're sleeping, and you think that you're awake, but you're still asleep. You know that feeling? You know, you ever had one of those dreams? You wake up, you think you wake up, you sleeping, and you wake up, in your dream you wake up, but you're still asleep. That's how some people are right now. That's where they at, man. I'm telling you, that's where they at. I'm going to paint a scenario for you, and you chime in the comment section. You tell me, does it sound like these people are woke? Does it sound like they're still asleep? Okay, so you heard about all of the leaks in the White House, right? Facebook, you guys heard about leaks in the White House, guys? You heard about it on YouTube. I'm sure some people heard it, right? Okay, so they've been trying to figure out, the Trump administration's been trying to figure out who the leak was, where the leak is coming from. So Trump recently went on Fox and Friends and he said that he says he knows what the leak is. He knows the leak is coming from some Obama administration staff that's holdover, that's still in the White House. And that they're the ones leaking information to news entities. Okay? So that's what Trump said. Now, okay, so that's the first part. So I did a video talking about that. Also, in that same interview on Fox and Friends, Trump talked about protesters. He said that some of the protesters, or most of the protesters, and I only know exactly the language he used for it, right? But he said protesters at the town halls were full of Obama people, okay? He said it wasn't the people local to that district, you know, like, I don't know, Mitch McConnell, Jason Chaffetz, these different, it's been a lot of them. It's been so many Republican GOP lawmakers who have been heckled at their town halls. It's ridiculous, right? So, you know, it's like a lot of them. Not saying they shouldn't be heckled, but just saying there's been a lot, okay? And there's been a lot of coverage of it as well, okay? So Trump said that he thinks that's also Obama. Okay, so I looked at this situation, and I did as much investigation as a one-man army can do on short time, right? but I couldn't find any real true. I could not say with any certainty that the leaks within the White House are coming from Obama's staff. But what I did present in my video is that, hey, that's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, this is politics, which is what Trump said as well. He said, you know, well, this is politics, and that's sometimes people do stuff like that. So I said, you know, well, yeah, it's possible because in politics, people do things. Okay, so I said that. Then I went on to say that as far as protest, there are organizations that were set up by Obama. One of them is the Organized for Action. Organized for Action was a 501c that was created in 2008 to help Obama, okay, win the presidency. And not just that organization, there are many organizations, but this particular organization that helped Obama run in 2008, also helped him run in 2012. It's still in existence. And the word is now, what I've been reading is that this committee, they give people blueprints of what to do to go to town halls or go to protests or whatever, how to, you know, upset an event, how to make noise, how to spread out, fan out, and what have you at events. So in my video, I said, hey, you know, yeah, I think that some of the protests are organized by grassroots organizations under Obama. I also said in the video, I don't think that Obama's personally calling them up on a smartphone like, yo, go do this, go do that. But these organizations, they were there for Democrats. And now that there is no Democrat, like there's no Obama running, what are they doing? They got to be doing something. Like, we're talking about chapters, 25 different chapters. Well, not 25 chapters. 2 chapters, one in D.C., one in Chicago. Here's the point, guys. You would have thought that I said that, I don't know, that the sky was orange and that fish flew instead of swam and that rain wasn't wet, or that, I don't know, that dogs meow and cats bark. And like, you would have thought I'd said something crazy, man. Like something that was a totally like beyond the pale of reason. Like it lacked total logic for me to say that it was a possibility that, yes, there are people in the White House who don't like Trump, who weren't appointed there by Trump or weren't hired by Trump, that like Obama and Hillary and might be throwing salt on Trump. Like you would have thought, seriously, you would have thought I said that that AIDS wasn't a real thing, or that the Holocaust never happened, or that black people don't deal with racism, you know, or that, you know, like you'd have thought I said that, because the reaction by some people was like they lost their freaking minds, man. Their heads exploded. Brains were all over the computers, all over my comment sections, just for the mere idea. The mere idea, guys, that Democrats could play dirty. And this is why I say, guys, this is why I'm saying, some people say they woke, but they not woke. See, they still have remnants in their head of the Democrats being this better party. I'm trying to tell you, Facebook, YouTube, they still believe that the bad guys are Republicans and Democrats are the good guys. Forget what they tell you. Forget the fact they say, oh, I'm progressive, or I'm woke, and, you know, look, let me tell you something. Just because you like Bernie doesn't mean you woke, all right? It's more to it than that. If you don't realize that both parties are both willing and very happy to play dirty at any time, if you don't realize that, then you are not woke. You are asleep. You are just awoke sleep. You are sleep awoke. You understand what I'm saying? Because if that offends you, this idea, okay, then that means you're not fully awake. You're not cognizant. You don't know what's going on. The fact that actually you're worse. You're worse than that, but I'm going to give you that. I'm going to call you sleep woke, because I could also call you delusional, because you're the same people that know Bernie got cheated by who? Who Bernie gets cheated by? We all know the answer, right? The Democrats, right? Okay. So if the Democrats, follow me now, if the Democrat Party will cheat an independent who has caucused with Democrats his entire career, has stumped for Democrats his entire career, never supported Republicans, never stumped for Republicans, ever. If they will cheat him and plant stories and steal questions to debates and smear him and call him an anti-Semite, call him an atheist to try to smear him or whatever, like if they will do that to a friend, what do you think they'll do to a guy who ran on the birther movement? Yeah, I can't believe it. What do you think they would do? Let me get this. I cannot believe these people call themselves woke. Look, man, if that doesn't wake, I mean, I'm serious, man. I'm so sincere, man. I want to laugh, but it almost makes me want to cry. Man, that you could actually believe that what I'm saying to you doesn't make sense to you. Like you could actually believe that these Democrats would never stoop so low as to plan a story, or to give away information to hurt Trump. They're on opposite teams, man. Power knows one thing: how to stay in power. You think all those people that rode with Obama all these years and rode with Clinton for decades, all of a sudden say, well, new president, got to get behind him. We wouldn't want to do anything to trip him up, because, that wouldn't be American. You believe that, and you would turn on the dime on me for telling you the obvious, man. You really don't think that Obama... Hold on, but first of all, you think Obama likes Trump? Like on a personal level, do you think it's possible that there could be resentment there? Just on a personal level, right? Like we can guess. I know if you question my authenticity as a human being, if you did, I know I wouldn't get over it. But anyway, moving past that. Politics is dirty business. Politics is dirty business. So I'm going to ask you guys, YouTube, Facebook, man, please put in the comment sections what you guys think. Am I crazy, or is it is it realistic to imagine that there will be people working against Trump not wanting him to succeed? Or do you believe that the Republicans invented obstructionism and backstabbing? Please put that in the comment section. I tell you, man, some of us say we woke, but we not woke. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Biflation.
The other thing that has me saying that people aren't woke, that they say they woke, is today, what I said was going to happen, happened. See, I've been telling people from when Trump started running, when it was just him and Hillary, and I said, you know what? Democrats better look out, man. Democrats better look out, because if Trump gets into office and he does more for African Americans than Obama did, Democrats better look out. That's what I said. I've been telling you time and time again, but nobody listens to me. I'm just a loud black man on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. I ain't nobody. Who gonna listen? Who gonna pay attention to me? Right? But I've been saying it, guys. So I'm not changing my tune. Today, Trump did what I said he was going to do. He signed an executive order making HBCUs a priority in the White House. Now, let me give you a little context for this. Not only did Obama not make HBCUs a priority, which are historically black colleges and universities, and for the record, 15 to 20% of the attendees at HBCUs are white kids or white students, because some white folks go there too. So it's not just a black college. White people go there because maybe it's close to where they live. Maybe it's more affordable. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of reasons why different people go to these colleges. But here's the thing. Not only did Obama not make HBCUs a priority, he cut their funding. He cut their funding. That's what he did. So, and he gave them $4 million over the last 7 years. What they're negotiating now is $25 million with Trump. 25. Now, I don't know a lot of things, but I know how to multiply. That would be like 6 times more, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, that'd be like 6 times 4, these equal 24. Yeah, that's more. Right now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to spin it like, that don't mean nothing. So what? He making you a priority. So what if he signed a piece of paper? These are the same people freaking out for other executive orders that he signs. But if he signs a good executive order that helps the people that they say they're for, remember the Democrats supposed to be for you. They're supposed to support you. Remember that? Minorities, women, gays, bring all your huddled masses. We're the Democratic Party. We got a big tent and we help. But instead of clapping for this, they're throwing shade on it. All because Obama didn't do it. Now, those people who don't believe what their eyes show them, those people who hang on to, oh no, it's impossible that a white president would do something for us. I got to ask you a question. Why'd you love Clinton so much? I mean, because I don't know if you noticed or not, Clinton's a white guy. Yeah, he's a white guy. And so was Jimmy Carter. Like, Obama was the first black president, right? So if your logic says that everybody's so racist, they'll never do anything for you, then why are people calling Clinton the first black president? I don't get it. Are you woke or do you just say you woke? Is it possible? Forget philanthropy, forget any of that. Like this is about contracts being given to black colleges and universities that they would usually give to Harvard or Stanford or whatever, right? This is not just about giving money. This is also about giving them government contracts. Okay, giving them work. The same work they give to someone else, they would give some to HBCUs. Like Obama could have done that if he wanted to. Okay? He chose not to. Instead, he said that HBCUs were too much of a burden because black people ended up with too much debt. That's what he said. All people end up with debt when they go to school. That's everybody. That's why we need to make public school or community college free for all people. But I don't want to go too far down that road. I'm just saying. Obama had a bunch of excuses why he couldn't do this. A bunch of excuses. Excuses don't give people degrees. Excuses don't fund colleges. You know what funds colleges? Money! That's what funds colleges, folks. That's what gets it done. That's what it does. That's what we need. That's what's needed at these schools. Okay? So, once again, I gotta ask, are you awoke or are you sleepwoke? Are you walking or are you sleepwalking? I really want to know, because to me, you are still sleeping. Because you are still stuck in this mindset that only Democrats can do good by anyone, and Republicans are evil. You're still stuck in that mindset. That means you still need deprogramming from CNN, MSNBC, HLN, and CBS, and ABC, and all the other networks that have put this in your head. Okay? Okay. Cory Booker. I'm going to somehow loop this all together. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Cory Booker decided to go against what he did earlier. Now, you know about the Canadian, I forget the name of it. It was the bill that Bernie Sanders and Amy Klobuchar championed, where we're going to re-import drugs from Canada because their prescription drug prices are a lot lower. Right, like America pays the most of any country for prescription drugs. So there was a bill that was going through the Senate, that 12 Democrats did not vote for. That could have made it possible for us to get drugs at a cheaper price from Canada or from wherever. Okay? Now these are drugs that were already FDA approved. These are the same drugs that we take right now. There's no special drug. Right? These are not different drugs. They come off the same assembly line. We just pay more for them because we have politicians who are in bed with big pharmaceuticals. So Bernie Sanders and Amy Klobuchar wanted to change that. Now, Cory Booker, as you all know, he's the rising star in the Democratic Party. He was doing his best, let me get the job, because he wanted to be VP. Remember that? It was sad to see him do a lot of showboating or whatever. I don't know what he was doing. Like, it was between Tim Kaine and, Cory Booker and a couple other people for who would be VP. Okay, so anyway, she went with Kaine and Cory just looked crazy. Okay, but he did speak at the convention. Bottom line is this. Today, Cory Booker, Elijah Cummings, and other people they held a press conference or some type of conference. I saw them talk about it. And here's the thing. They support a bill now that will do exactly what the Bernie Sanders bill was going to do. Now, this is the same bill. Bernie Sanders wrote it. This is the same legislation. What it will do is give us the opportunity. I'm not saying it's going to be law, but I'm saying that it's the same legislation. So what happened, folks, was Cory Booker got so much pressure. He got so much pressure from his constituents, right, that he had to change his opinion. He had to change his vote. And now he's on the side of this bill, of this legislation. Okay? This is great. This is great. This works. This means that when we apply pressure to some of our politicians, they actually listen. And I know, guys, I'm not saying this does not absolve Cory Booker at all. Not at all, right? But since I hit people so hard, right, when they do the wrong thing, when they do the right thing, I got to at least acknowledge it. Or if I don't acknowledge when someone does the right thing, if I just continue to be abusive, rough, if I just continue to bash them, then that just makes me that doesn't make me reasonable, right? I want to be fair and reasonable. You can't come down on somebody for doing the wrong thing. Then when they readjust, you got to at least acknowledge that they readjusted. Now, does that mean I'm going to go get myself a Cory Booker sticker or a t-shirt? No, it doesn't. He got a long way to go before he get there with me. You understand what I'm saying? All right. But we have to be focused and we got to be willing to hammer these politicians when they do the wrong thing. I would like to imagine that the people that were very vocal about Cory Booker not signing this bill, I would like to hope that our pressure meant something. Like our voices meant something. All of us, not us individually, but us collectively. But once again, for us to do that, to actually have pressure, to actually see things change, to actually see legislation get done the right way, to actually see the votes match what the people want. Because make no doubt about it, guys, 70% of America wants this. This isn't even a Democrat-Republican issue. Republicans get sick too. Republicans want cheaper drugs too. All right? This is bipartisan. I'm an independent, for the record. So I'm tired of people thinking, I'm backstabbing Democrats. I'm not a Democrat, man. I threw that card away, okay? So I can't backstab somebody I'm not with anyway, okay? Okay. But I can't cheat on you if we never went together. Well, we broke up long time ago. Okay. Back to my point. Guys. I think some of us think they're awake. And they mean well. They think because they didn't like Hillary, that makes them progressive. They believe that because they supported Bernie Sanders, that makes them progressive. But if you haven't woken up to the fact that our politics is dirty, that the Democrats are liable to do anything dirty to win, if you haven't woken up to the fact that they will use black people and not really do anything for them, whether it be a black guy or a white guy or a Latino guy or an Asian guy or a black woman or a white woman or an Asian woman. None of this stuff matters. None of it matters. The color, the gender, the orientation of a person does not matter. It's what they do, guys. It's what they do. And if you haven't, or the party don't matter. The party doesn't matter. The person matters. The actions matter. What that person does is what matters. And if you haven't accepted that, and if you're still locked into, well, this person wears an R, this person wears a D, this person wears a libertarian, this one's Green Party, if you're still locked into that, man, you're not really awake because you're not seeing the game. See, the game is people will talk like they're your friend when they're not your friend. Obama was supposed to be Mr. Green Energy. He fracked more than any other president. Democrats supposed to be the party of peace. We dropped bombs in the Middle East till we ran out of bombs, man. Like if you can't see that, what I'm talking about, like if you are still asleep thinking these guys are the better guys, if you still think that, no, they tell you they're the better guys. It's like, like you're dating somebody, they're not going to just tell you they're a scumbag. Who's going to steal your car or your wallet or sleep with your best friend. Like, no one tells you that in the beginning. That's the Democrats. They just talk nice to you. Okay? That's what they've been doing. You have been fooled. You've been bamboozled. And I want you to wake up because the more people that are awake, the better chance we got to actually, that thing I talked about that worked on Cory Booker, that's going to work on other Democrats, right? That's how we get them to change because we can all combine our power. Power is in numbers, and we can push them to where we want them to go. But if you still sleep thinking, this person look like me, so they think like me, or this person's from where I'm from, so they think like me, or whatever, then you are one less hand on deck. You're one less person pushing in the right direction. And what makes it worse, you end up being, some of you end up being the vocal person bashing people like me for trying to tell you the truth. There is no good and evil, man. It's just corporate money. That's it. It's just money. You don't think there's just money tied to all this stuff we talk about? You really think that half of the decisions that are being made for any other reason? If you think it's about anything other than green, you are tripping. Sure, race plays a part, and, religion plays a part to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, man, green trumps all of that. Man, money rules everything around me. Cash rules everything around me. And it bothers me that so many people don't accept that fact. And I know it's a rude awakening, man. I have people in the real world, man, who believed in Obama, for instance, who are programmed to think Trump's the evil. And you know what? He's done a lot of things I don't agree with. But like I said before, when you do what I want you to do, when you do what I feel is in the best interest of the people, when you do something good, I'm going to call that out. When you do something wrong, I'm going to call that out. But let's stop thinking, right? Because see, under Obama, this wouldn't have got done. Maybe under Hillary, it would have got done. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if she would have done it. Who knows? But I do know what didn't happen under Obama. Okay? There's another point about the tampering. Right? Like, I'm not saying you should feel sorry for Trump because somebody's leaking out his White House. I'm not saying you should feel sorry for him. This is politics. It's dirty. Things happen. People do things. I'm not saying feel bad for the guy. These people need to be stoned or taken outside and shot or burn their house down or nothing. I'm not saying that. I mean, I think always there's some trickery going on with these parties. It's actually a warfare between ideas or whatever. Okay? I always believe that, especially when there's bad blood. And I believe there's bad blood. But at least acknowledge it. Like, it's okay to say, I don't trust the Democrats, right? I don't trust them. And they may have done it, but you know what? I don't care because I don't like Trump. At least that means you at least are woke. At least it means you recognize that these people can do dirty things too. At least you know what I'm saying? Like, that's good. Like we don't have to agree on what's the principle or what's right or wrong. We don't have to agree on that. But man, please have your eyes woke. Please be awake. Please recognize that the Democrats are capable of stealing votes, rigging machines, if you're capable of rigging machines, stealing votes, moving primaries, stealing, I don't know, colluding with the media, yeah, you're pretty much willing to do anything. And I do mean anything. So, you know, I know it's tough out there if you're like me and you just want to call it straight. Like I try to just call it straight, man. That's all. You know, and I know if you're like me, sometimes you might be in a split household where somebody else is Democrat or they're Republican, or I don't know what your situation is. It's hard to get through to people because they've been programmed with this stuff. You know, they believe it. They really do. So I'm not saying anyone's bad people, right? I'm not saying anyone's malicious. I'm just saying people have been programmed to think this way. My job, and my job may be different than your job. This is my actual job. My job is to wake people up. I take it serious. So what you're going to see over the next couple months probably, I don't know how long it's going to go on. But when I get an opportunity, I'm going to do my best to wake people up, particularly African Americans, to the reality of Democrats. Because I believe this is why, guys. People say it's just for views. Nah, man, like, it's not why. That's not why. My Patreons really support what I do. I don't make a lot of money on views. People think that. It's because I believe the only way, the best shot we have of changing politics in America is if the Democrats no longer automatically own the black vote. That's what I believe, man. I looked at the data. I look at who's the most loyal. Like Democrats don't even have to think. They know they got black votes. They don't have to actually do anything for the black vote. They could just go down to a black church, hang out for a while. You know, they could just, you know, say they like Kanye or Jay-Z or Beyonce, you know, go, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all they have to do, and they get the black vote. They could just wear some sunglasses and play a sax. None of that stuff, none of those things I just mentioned have anything to do with making black communities better. None of them. Do you think they could get away with that with the gay community? No. Gay community be like, oh, it's nice. Oh, you like hanging out with gay folks? That's cool. Okay, so are we going to get the Equality Marriage Act? Are we going to get our bill done? Are we going to get that done? Are you going to get that done? Well, then, bye, Mr. President. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, that's what the gay folks would have been like. And you know what? They would have been right. They'd have been absolutely right. Okay? So that's what we need to be. And it helps everyone. This is not a black-white. I'm not just trying to help black people. If the Democrats have to work for the black vote, they can't just phone it in. We ain't got to play. We win. They don't get to do that no more. Okay? If we make them have to earn it, it helps everyone. Because then we get better policies. Right? Then we get people who can't just pander. Right? They can actually deliver on something. And if you help one person, you help this part of the group to raise the standard of living, to raise the earning income, or whatever, you know, that helps the whole country. If more people make more money and we have less people in jail, I'm all for that. It's a lot cheaper to put somebody through college than it is to house them in a penitentiary. It's tough. It's tough. Because you got to break, it's like I'm trying to break through a mile of brick. I feel like, I've been like Andy Dufresne, you know, in Shawshank Redemption where he had to go through the mile of sewage. You know, I feel like I got to do that and come out the other side. I hope I had the stamina to do it. I'm going to do my best because I believe that's what must be done. Because as long as one team goes, well, no matter what we do, they ain't going to listen to us. And the other team goes, well, I guess we ain't got to do nothing because they ain't going to listen to them. Then we all suffer. Then we get a bunch of establishment cronies, corporatists, sellouts in office. And I want that to change. I'm glad Cory Booker changed his tune. I'm great. That's great. Now let's see what we can do on the next thing. Let's see if we can push on the next issue. But please, guys, miss me with the whole, oh my goodness, you know, Tim Black, you done went to the dark side. Man, there is no dark side or light side. It's all dark, man. It's all bad. There are good people and bad people, but there is no clean politics. None. Get that out your head, man. So, please, you know? Gosh, man, I'm running hot. So look, guys. I'm looking at this whole tampering thing, and look. Let me just back up on this just real quick because I want to make sure people know. I'm not saying that I'm not co-signing this idea that every person who protests against Trump is paid. Look, man, I know that's not true. There are people that I personally know, right, who went down to the Million Woman March. They weren't paid, okay? When my friends Michael Salomon and Noah Changa, Benjamin Dixon, Mike Tracy came to Sam Snap, when they came to D.C., right, and during the Million Woman March, they paid their own way. So no, look, I actually know. So anybody out there, look, Facebook, I know I got some conservative people on Facebook, some Trump supporters. People, I guarantee you that at least some of the people, I know people, physical people that I know, shook the hand, hung out with, who definitely did not get a free ticket to come to D.C., okay? So I'm not on that. Please, guys, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are organizations who want to disrupt Trump rallies. This is true. This is true. And yes, there were organizations that wanted to disrupt Hillary rallies and Obama's presidency. The Tea Party was a real thing. But if I can admit that there was a Tea Party disrupting Obama and trying to crush him, why can't you admit that the Democrats are capable of the same thing? It's like, see, that's why it gets me back to my point that some people are just locked into this mentality that only one set of people play dirty, or that one set of people are angry, or one set of people are willing to go to war, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's that's the sign that you're not woke, because you don't look at both sides and think that they're both capable of the same stuff. Of course the Tea Party was upset. Of course the Tea Party was willing to mess up a rally or to show up and offer their disgust and hold protests. Of course. But at least say, yeah, okay, the Democrats doing this, that's true. What, you think it's a bunch of conservatives out like in mass? Jason Chaffetz won his district by 70-something%. When he went to his town hall, 90% of the people there hated him. Now, I know hate is a stronger emotion than love. I know that. But dog, that's a lot of hate. And I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. That's another thing. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve backlash. If you try to get rid of my coverage, if my mother could not get covered because she had a pre-existing condition, and you're trying to come in and take that away without giving me something to replace it where she can still get coverage, I'd protest you too. But that doesn't mean, just because I would protest you, that doesn't mean that every protest that you see is organic. That there aren't people planning ahead. I get email all the time. Hey, Tim, can you come to this event? Tim, can you come to that event? Tim, could you do this? Tim, could you do that? There was something in New York someone invited me to. The day before it happened. Tim, could you come speak? Tomorrow. We've been planning this. Sorry for the late notice, but we really like you to come out and speak. Like, there are things that go on where I get emails about stuff. Let's not act like that's crazy idea that people are planning events. People plan events all the time. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's the real deal. It's the truth. So, I know, man. I know. And thank you. I wish I could have went, but I didn't have enough time, man. I need more than a day. I had to rent a car, get there. Because even this event, they didn't have money. So it was organic because they offered to help me get there or get back home or stay anywhere when I got there. But I'm just proud that they even asked me to come out, man. That's how your brother Tim Black look at stuff. I'm just glad somebody thought about me. You know? I have no ego about this stuff, man. I'm happy that people watch my content. I'm happy that people share my stuff. I'm happy people appreciate what I do. I was doing this a long time before people really knew what I was doing. Then I had a very small core group of people who loved me and stuck with me for years while I stayed under the radar. You know? Someone showed up today and said, you should change your name from the Tim Black Wolfpack to something else. We've had that name for 2 years. He think I just started yesterday because he heard TYT. He think I just said, I'm going to start a show today. He don't care that I got 1,600 videos. He don't care. So people think I just jumped into something and started doing it yesterday. No. You know, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, I've been working my butt off. I just want to thank the people that support what I do. I want to thank you for not giving up on me. I want to thank the people who disagree with me, but still are reasonable and say, you know what, I disagree on this. But he's not preaching hate. He's not talking about hurting children. We just disagree on something. I'm going to still listen to him. I'm still going to check him out because maybe I have a different opinion than me. Maybe he'll come up with something different and I can think about it and argue it or call the show. I mean, where's the conversations? When I get a bunch of kids angry in comment sections, well, I'm unsubbing because you're shilling for Trump. Just because I appreciate that he's going to help HBCUs. So that makes me wonder, what's your agenda? Like if someone helping, if you gave a homeless person, and I don't mean to put HBCUs in that position, in this analogy, but I got to say something. And this is the first thing that comes to mind. If I don't like you, for whatever reason, but I see you walk over and give a homeless man a coat and some shoes and $100, I'm not gonna talk crap about what you just did. Right? If I don't like you, but I see you pull over and help a broke down car that a little old lady's driving, no disrespect to little old ladies, love you. But if somebody comes and I see this person change a tire or fix your car for you, I'm not going to talk crap about them because they did that. I might not, if I don't like you, but I see you walk over and rescue a dog from a drain pipe. You know, a puppy from a drain pipe. I'm not going to talk crap about what you did. Like, I don't understand the logic where we're not talking about political pundits who get paid to lie. I'm talking about regular people who are so brainwashed, even when someone does a good thing, they go, well, I bet you, why did you give him some Gucci shoes? Why ain't give him Gucci shoes? See, if you loved him, if you cared about that homeless man, you'd have gave him some Gucci loafers. You're a racist, you know? You know, the regular people going, look at him, fixing her car. Probably put a bomb in it. Don't trust them, sister. Don't trust them. You know, these are these people. Real people thinking stuff like this. Oh, look at him rescuing that little puppy. He's probably going to cook it. You know, probably take it home and eat it. You know, like warped thinking. Like they think the worst of everything. And this is one thing. And I'm so glad it looks like Trump isn't listening to it. The one reason why I was kind of worried about Trump doing things for HBCUs because of this type of attitude. And I'm glad, even though I think he pays too much attention to what people say on Twitter, even though I think he, is too temperamental on a lot of issues, worried about what people said at the Oscars. Excuse me. I'm glad he didn't listen to the people that I'm sure he knew would say, he don't mean that. I'm glad he didn't listen to that because just because there are people out there who cannot see, who are still asleep, who don't believe it's even possible. And look, guys, Trump may be doing this just to make Obama look bad. I don't care. Trump may be doing this because he feels bad about something. I don't care. What I care about is if these schools can stay open. What I care about is that maybe some scholarships can open up for some more people to get an education if that's what they want. That's what I care about. That should be all anyone cares about. And if people like Cory Booker, whether I don't know what's up with him, he's probably, I don't think he's changed at all. I just think he did what's in his best interest. And that's the same way I see Trump. I think Trump's doing what's in his best interest to a certain degree. Maybe he decided, I'd like to see black people not vote Democrat. I don't know. Maybe he's been in some of these parties with the Hillary Clinton crew, and they had real conversations. And maybe some real thoughts came out about what Hillary and Bill really think about people that look like me, or people that look like you, or people that worship like you, or people who date like you. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll never know the answer to that question. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to waste sleep worrying about why somebody did something. Okay? That's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that. If Obama would have took care of HBCUs, nobody would say he did it because he just want to make Bush look bad. No one would say that. No one would say it. People be like, okay, yeah, Obama, but he didn't. Okay? He didn't. So, and just going forward, man, I just hope that we keep an open mind. And we can hammer Trump on the stuff he needs to be hammered on. That's fine. I'm cool with that. And then we can continue to push establishment Democrats and Republicans like Cory Booker to do the right thing or get out. Or get the heck out. Because that's what we need to do. We need to clean house. We need to make sure they know that, yeah, you want to sell us out? Well, you're gonna be standing next to us in the unemployment line if you do that, because we're not going to elect you. And I want to take as many people with me. I want to get as many people with me, whether they be conservative, independent, liberal, Republican. I don't care what you signed on. I don't care. We human beings. We people. We all want the same things out of life. We want a safe we want a safe community. We want decent schools or good schools. We want food that doesn't kill us. We want our water not to poison us. These are things we want. We want soldiers to come home. We want soldiers not to have to go anywhere. Right? We want the same things. All of us want the same things. We want the same things. Why can't we work towards those things? That's what I'm about. That's what I'm going to do my best. And guys, I know I'm not perfect and I make mistakes, but come on, man. If you say you woke, be woke. If you're awake, be awake. Don't pretend like you're awake when really what you are is just an undercover Democrat who just happened to like Bernie Sanders. That ain't the same thing. I'm Tim Black. Thank you very much for tuning into this show. I was thinking number 11. Once again, guys, put it in the comment section. Send me mail. When you get a good story, guys, one of the hardest things I have to do is find good stories to talk about, to make videos on. Okay? So please, continue to send your suggestions for stories to me. Okay? At tim@timblacktv.com. Please do that. It helps because I don't have to spend time looking for stories. My friend, Uncle Ron. If you're on YouTube, Uncle Ron, thank you, brother. Uncle Ron sent me a story today. That saved me a lot of time, okay? Because there's like 100 stories, and most of them suck, okay? But Uncle Ron sent me a story today, and I was able to just go and do that story, look into it a little bit, and roll, because he had looked it up, he done a little research, and he told me about it, and that was good. It cut my time in half. So thank you, Uncle Ron, and anybody else who's doing the same thing. Anybody else, when you run across something, let me know. Now, if you could just share this video, share my videos, if you could give to the channel, join the Wolf Pack. I'm not changing the name of my group. There's a lot of Wolf Packs. I like the Wolf Pack in the Bachelor Party. I like the Wolf Packs in that one. I like their Wolf Pack with Zach Galifianakis. I like that one. All right? There's more than one Wolf Pack. I like Tim Black's Wolf Pack. I'm not wearing that shirt right now. But join my Wolf Pack. Support independent media, man. We need it. Because all they're doing is lying to you. All they're doing is trying to turn you against that one. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is open people's eyes and try to unite us on common things that matter to us. So if you're about that, if that appeals to you, if that makes sense to you, if that's something that makes you feel like that's a worthy cause, then please consider being a part of what I do. Because, man, I'm only able to do what I do because of you. All right. That's it, guys. Remember, no show tomorrow night. I will remember to take my break tomorrow. And I'll see you Thursday. But I will be doing videos tomorrow. Probably do another one tonight because I really need to kick out the content. Oh, and for the record, guys, anybody know about Candid? I've been hearing all this stuff about Candid. All I want to say is this. I did not sign a contract. I did not sign a 2-year agreement to do Candid videos. Okay? It was a one-time video, but what I have to do at the end of a couple videos, right, is just say, brought to you by Candid. But that's it. I won't be doing any more commercial videos for Candid. So calm down. People going crazy. Like, I looked at the app. First of all, a guy told me, Tim, one of my friends said, Tim, hey, you want to make some money for your channel? I'm like, yeah, please. Please, I need to do that. That would be great. He said, well, if you make a video for this, check this app out. If you like it, you can make a video for him. It pays this amount of money. It wasn't a lot of money. It wasn't thousands of dollars. It wasn't multiple hundreds of dollars. It wasn't really much, okay? But I was like, okay. I looked at the Candid app. I said, oh, this is nice. It creates a unanimous name. And I'm not trying to do a commercial for them now. I'm just telling you. I don't live on YouTube. I don't go to other people's videos and just look up random stuff. There are a few people I watch when I have time. You know, Yvette Carnell. You know, Breaking Brown, Arami. You know, The Funky Academic. Sometimes I check out I watch H.A. Goodman. You know, I watch Lee Camp, you know, I watch some people's stuff. Maybe I check out a Noah Changa interviewing Nina Turner. You know, I don't watch everybody's stuff. I don't have time. I work a lot. So I don't know that there's like all these people angry about this app. Like, how am I going to know that? Like, no, I don't know. I don't know. But if you don't like something, don't use it. Don't use it. It's free. You don't like it, don't use it. Man, some people really need to grow up, man. I'm just saying, man. And do you realize some people are just looking for content, so they make a big deal out of nothing? People do that too, you know. Like, I don't know. There are a lot of apps, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. But I had to address it because people are like angry with me over something. I'm like, dude. Well, you should have known this. You should know that, and you just ruined your career. You just ruined your YouTube. You just ruined what? Man, get out of here, man. You know, it was only people who never came to my show who said, "Well, I watch a lot of your stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, but you know, I gotta live somewhere, dude." You know, so the people that understand that, like, it's tough doing what I do. It's tough doing what you do too. I'm sure whatever you do for a living, it's hard. You know, I work a lot harder now than I used to when I did computers. But now I'm going on and on. But anyway, I don't want to bash anybody. If you understand where I'm coming from, you know where I'm coming from. I'm sure you got a lot of stuff in your life you have to do. You work hard at what you do. You work hard to take care of your family. You work hard for the people you love. I'm sure you do Facebook. I'm sure you do YouTube. I do too. So let's all just love each other, man. Let's not tear each other apart over small stuff. And that's what I feel people were doing to me, just making assumptions. And they didn't even ask questions, just making assumptions and just go crazy. So I see you guys. That's it. I went on too long. I appreciate y'all.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am.
You know what?
True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
There's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
All right. All right, YouTube. Peace, y'all. I still got your back, man. Don't you let nobody take your cornbread, all right? Boy, people are rough, man.